Should you buy the Edifier W830MB or the One Audio Focus A6? Now, both the Edifier W830MB and the One Audio Focus A6 have a ton of great features. They both sound really good, and on paper, these things are super close. But in my real world testing, I have found that there is definitely a bit of a clear winner. In this head-to-head comparison of the One Audio Focus A6 versus the Edifier W830MB, I'm gonna go over all of their specs, spec for spec. Hint, hint, they're basically the same. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about the construction of each one of these, which construction I prefer. And then finally, we're gonna get to their ANC and sound. Specs wise though, I kind of want to speed run this. The One Audio Focus A6 have Bluetooth 6 versus the Edifier W830's Bluetooth 5.4. They both have a 40mm dynamic driver. Both of them have the same frequency response curve from 20 hertz up to 40 kilohertz. Both of them have hybrid ANC. Battery life though, without ANC on the Edifier is up to 94 hours battery life, no ANC, versus the One Audio Focus A6 only up to 75 hours. So you're getting an extra almost 20 hours of battery life ANC off with the One Audio. Battery life with ANC on 54 hours with the Edifier, 40 hours with the One Audio. Both of them are going to take approximately 1.5 hours to charge. Both of them weigh right around 250 grams, with the Edifiers coming in at 267 and the One Audio coming in at 240 grams. They both are high-res audio certified, for whatever that means. Both of them feature multi-point connectivity. Both of them feature an app. Both of them have LDAC, AAC, and SBC. Both of them have no 3.5mm headphone jack, but both of them will connect to your phone over USB-C or your computer over USB-C to give you a latency-free experience. These headphones are definitely closer than, these headphones are basically the same on paper. Now, talking about the design and build quality of the One Audio Focus A6 versus the Edifier W830MB. Honestly, build quality on both of them seems fine. I feel like the Edifier feel a little bit more solid, although the One Audio don't feel cheap, and I really like the metal at the top of the headband. Both of them have very similarly shaped ear cups, with the ear cups being kind of this oval shape to really kind of go around your ear. Both of them have a ton of padding up at the top, although I might say that the Edifiers could just be a tad more comfortable. I think maybe just the overall shape, or maybe where it carries the weight. Maybe I like that a bit more of the Edifier. With glasses on, I get a little bit of leakage. Glasses off. Yeah, I really don't have much in the way of difference in comfort with either of these. Although I would say that maybe the ear cups of the Edifiers are a little bit bigger and do a better job of sealing my ears. The One Audio seem to be just like a tad or just a hair smaller. Talking about controls, both of them have the identical controls on them, being a on and off or a multifunction button, audio up or down, and then ANC on or off. The Edifier, you can use that button to toggle the Bluetooth connection. Let's go ahead and give you guys a latency test of both of these headphones right now.
It feels like pure Android in regards to being able to customize things. Now, it's really, really odd that we live in a time test of how these clicky switches sound out of the box. Let's go ahead and give that to you guys right now.
Now you're hearing me on the One Audio Focus A6, quiet office environment. Comment with how I sound. Now you're hearing me on the One Audio Focus A6 with some simulated background noise. Let me know how I sound.
Now you're hearing me on the Edifier W830NB, quiet office environment. Let me know how I sound. Now you're hearing me on the Edifier W830NB with some simulated background noise. Let me know how I sound.
Talking about ANC, honestly, I feel like the ANC on both of these is almost identical, maybe a tad better on the One Audio, and that could be because of the slightly newer Bluetooth chip inside. Sound quality though, with the way they come tuned out of the box, I prefer the sound quality of the Edifiers a little bit more. I think that they have a slightly better, richer sound. They do a better job of kind of being bold in regards to their bass and treble tuning without them being fatiguing, where I can find the One Audio Focus A6 to be a bit on the fatiguing side from time to time. Not to say that they are hard to listen to, but I just find that the Edifier are a little bit better. Both of them have somewhat of a sound shift when you are turning on ANC, so it does change the sound profile of these a little bit. I think that the One Audio might do a slightly better job at filtering out some of the high end for these, whereas the Edifier let a little bit more of that high end frequency stuff in. Overall though, both of them can be tuned extensively in their app, and both of them have a really great full featured app with a ton of different like settings and stuff like that that you can tweak with them. And I think that overall, either of these is going to be a great choice. I think they're going to both be better than the QCY H3 Pro that I reviewed a little while back. It's just going to depend on how much each of these are in your respective region. I know in some places the Edifiers are going to be a little bit cheaper than the One Audio, but in other places the difference between the QCY H3 Pro and these was like 25 bucks. If the price difference is maybe $5 to $10, I would tell you to go ahead and get the Edifier, and I'll leave links where you can do so. But if the One Audio Focus are $5 to $8 cheaper, you're really not missing out on much. I think that both of these are really, really solid offerings. I just think that the battery life on the Edifier plus the tuning out of the box are maybe a little bit better, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Peace.